Oh, man. Woo. You waiting for the woo?
I gotta wait for the woo, bro.
That's a new thing now, I guess, right? It's the
woo. When you hit him with the Zeke Flair woo.
Oh, shit, man.
The Prophet Flair.
That is going to be my new Instagram handle, by the way.
That should be Zeke the Prophet Flair.
Maybe too many letters. I don't know.
Zeke TPF.
It's hot, man. I know we talk about this every week, but listen.
It's not even a joke no more, bro.
Listen, man.
It's not even a joke no more.
Do you realize we're at like 38 days over
bro,
110?
We had like 100 days of over 110, bro. It's so many days of 110, bro.
We're losing count.
It was 118 yesterday, bro. 118.
I'm with you, man. I'm over it.
It's 115 right now, bro.
Over it. It's hot in this room.
my boy LB, man. He said, this motherfucker put a post on Instagram. Shout out to my dog, man. He put a post on Instagram and said, now he's in Cali, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what the fuck? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's 78. Man, I hit him up. I was like, what the fuck? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's 90 out here, bro. It's 90. It's pushing. It's about to be 100.
Yep.
By 8 o'clock.
Yep. Easy. Easy work.
Easy work. Easy work, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you,
it really
man.
is. It's just, it's
depressingly hot, bro.
I mean, it does
you
mess
can't
with
even,
you.
You can't even think, bro.
It does mess with you, like mentally, like just a consistent blaring heat, man. It's just too much, man. It's
fucking monsoon season, so it's humid.
But there ain't no damn monsoons to like at least cool down, like at night. You know, get the cool breeze or whatever at night.
Them clouds came the other day, bro, and I stood outside like a kid waiting on a fucking ice cream truck, looking at the clouds like, please rain, bro. Mm-hmm. If I get struck by lightning, fuck it.
Right?
Like it's too hot for this shit. And you know what the clouds, even the clouds, bro, was like, it's too hot for this shit.
Yeah,
the clouds was like, we in and out. We was gonna try to help y'all out, but
just
gone,
just freaking
straight evaporated, bro, right in front of my face.
It like the valley, dude. It like hits that whatever.
Like you called me, and was
Mark,
like, hey, did it rain by your house?
Right.
I'm like, I'm still outside waiting on it, nigga. Fuck, it's hot, man.
It is hot, man. It's just
and all that shit did was bring more humidity.
It made it worse.
So that when it got back up to 110 at 7 o'clock at night, it was like 110 with 30% humidity. Mm-hmm. Fuck you. Tired of this shit, man. Tired of this shit.
Hottest summer on record. Actual record keeping. So, man, it's just crazy, dude. I don't know, man. It's like somebody being stuck in snow, you know, for 60 days. It's like cold, and this is just hot. You know, it's just brutal, man.
Bro, I'd rather be butt naked in snow right now, bro. I swear to God, bro. Swear to God, bro.
To a snow angels.
Oh, I'd be butt ass naked, bro. I swear.
Thank God, man.
Yeah. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. It's just like I said, man. It's just the constant, like, and it just never. It's never not hot.
Right. It's just.
It's hot.
I don't know how
day.
I don't know how to
From
explain
4 o'clock
it to
in the
people that
morning
aren't in it. You know.
Till.
Man, 24 hours, man. It's
like,
hot. Like. I don't know, dude. It's just so dang hot, man. It's unreal. it's just
Like,
I
damn.
can't. And you know, like I said, the monsoon. You know, at least gives you a little bit of that reprieve, like at night. At least because it don't do anything during the day, it makes it worse. But at night, when the wind blows and then you have that, I don't know, we don't have any of that where it dips it down. You know,
nothing, bro.
and it's just a continual, just day after day after day.
Shout out to my inventors out there. Okay, I came up with this crazy idea. Okay, and this is what we're gonna do. I need to find an inventor that can help me do this. We're gonna stick fans, detractable fans, on every street light in at least the Phoenix and greater Phoenix area.
Now, does it have a mister or something attached?
Yeah, we gotta have a little mister on there.
Something, right?
Something.
Because it can't just blow hot air.
No. It's gonna have a little mister.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how we can do this. City of Phoenix, City of Buckeye, all of the greater cities around the greater Phoenix area. Somebody help me come up with this, so we could just drop down these fans. It just blows fucking icy mist water as you walk by. Could you imagine?
It'd be so
like you know how the lights to cross the street, right? And you know how you have to push the button,
right?
You know, and see where. Like, could you imagine you walk up to a street light and you just push the button? It's like, and like you get a solid like 5 minutes of that shit, bro. And you see the countdown on it and shit. It's like, bing, bing.
Everyone be standing at the street corners, man.
Bro. Fuck taxes, bro. From May to September, bro. If you chart like a air pump machine for your tires, right? If you charge like $1, man, motherfuckers would be in there. And then that would actually help the coin shortage. You know what I'm saying? I just fucking solved 3 things with one great idea. So look, fucking solve the coin shortage right then and there, right? You're taking these bags of coins to the motherfucking Bank of America and shit, right? Chase Bank. Boom, solved it right there. At least for Phoenix. Then you solve people's heat. You know what I'm saying? People ain't so hot, so people can walk during the day. Stop. Get a little spritz, you know what I'm saying?
Get a little spritz.
Pause. You know what I'm saying? Get a little spritz. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then, yeah, that would help. That money would go towards the city to help with schools, with roads, with boom. Somebody holla at me, man.
Right.
We got to get this done. I just fucking solved this shit, man. California could do the same shit, bro. Like Florida, Texas.
I feel bad for like, especially like, people in California that do not have air conditioning, or even in like the Pacific Northwest where they don't have air conditioning, and it gets to 95. That's hot for up there.
Oh yeah,
you know, in Cali, and you don't have air conditioning to be in. Oh boy, man. I mean, that's brutal. A different hot too.
It is.
You know, and when it's 95 out in Cali, it's hot. That's hot.
It is.
That's like
it is.
It's brutally hot.
It ain't this though.
No.
I don't give a fuck what nobody talking
about. No, this is on a different level. Totally
different.
Level.
I lived in California and Arizona for multiple years, bro. And Arizona ain't never been like this.
Like, this is record. This is literally the record. I said, all right, cool, man.
I told you, we've been in extreme heat warning
2020
for like 4 months. Every time I look at Alexa, it's like extreme heat warning.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely been there since May.
It's like, I'm telling you, man.
It's been there since
for
May.
Like half the fucking year, man. It's like coronavirus showed up, and then the fucking extreme heat warning showed up right after it.
Didn't heat kill coronavirus?
Yo, that part too, right? Right?
Not out here.
Yo, whatever happened to murder hornets, bro?
Oh, they straight up disappeared, man.
The motherfuckers just straight died, bro.
Yeah, the time travelers came back, took care of the murder hornets, but it made the fucking heat terrible.
Oh my god, bro!
It made corona worse.
Jeez, those shits just came and went.
It straight up came and went, man. It just was like, somebody in the future
They
is
in
like,
there.
we can fix murder hornets, man. We got it. They come in, they fix the murder hornets, man.
Right.
And then they go back and they're like, shit, record temperatures heated up. Coronavirus got worse.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
we got to go back
We
and
gotta
try
go
to
back.
fix
We gotta go
something
back.
again. So something goes away and it gets something else in its
Every
place.
time
You know
they
what
just leave
happened?
a fucking vortex
Somebody,
of some bad shit.
Somebody time traveled and fucked some shit up, man.
Yeah, they didn't get the equation right.
Oh,
Shout out to
man.
Umbrella Academy. Hey, and if you guys have not checked out
Oh yeah,
the
man.
reviews, we are doing reviews. We talked about it last podcast. Make sure you guys go check out our last 2 reviews. One on Leanne LaHavis and her self-titled album, and then a spoiler review, full spoilers, on the Umbrella Academy.
Yep.
So make sure you guys go check both of those out. The Umbrella Academy one just dropped, so make sure you guys go check that out. And yeah, we're gonna be having a lot more. I don't know. I don't think we have one.
We don't
Kinda
have one
have
this
one coming up, but it's not. It's gonna be within this space because next episode, as we talked about, we got the family on Fetty
Yep.
Bound Entertainment, True, and Diz to discuss the release of their album, Independent.
I can't wait for that.
I can't
man.
wait for that.
Yeah,
So,
it's
we're
gonna be
gearing up.
fun, man. Chopping
gearing
up
up
those
for that.
guys and get all the info on the album and stuff,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah, man.
And just chop it up, So I don't know, man. You have anything for this week, man? I don't know,
Shit,
man.
man.
It's been a weird. All I gotta say, man, it's been one hell of a week. It's been long. It's been a little bit depressing. It's been a whole bunch of stuff. Just rolled into one.
Yeah, it's been a.
Is there a point or purpose to this life, man?
What do you mean by that?
So we were talking.
for one,
We
bro,
were talking.
You went straight off the gate.
I
like,
did. I was like, well,
You was like, I don't know what to talk about. Guess what? Pink, pink. Oh shit! I was like, okay.
that's right. That's the way I do it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We were sitting in here after the last podcast and we were talking about some stuff. And we really need to record our
And post.
podcast and post podcast because the conversation continues. Just so you guys know, it really continues afterwards. And we had a full on discussion about what's the point or purpose of this life. And I mulled that question over, and that's a tough question to actually answer. Like, I don't know. I think it's honest. It's different for everybody, right?
Of course.
I think we've gotten so far away from the point or purpose of it. I think you'd be in agreement in the sense of what are we doing with our life? We just get into this hamster wheel of working for the man, the machine, and working dead-end jobs, even if it's something that you somewhat are good at, but is that really the point or purpose? I don't think so, man. I just don't think that's I think we've gotten really far away from what life really should be.
Definitely so.
I think there's some fundamental truths of being a good human, helping other people, and points and purposes in that sort of nature. I think we could all kind of agree on that.
Of course.
Unless you're a crazy psycho person.
Right.
But I think everybody else has a different point or purpose. And I think we are, for a mass majority of people, we've been kind of put the thumb suppressed on doing what our purpose is.
Right.
For me, I was talking to my sister last night, and we had a couple hour conversation, my older sister and I, and and I kind of said the same thing to her in a sense, and she was like, well, what do you want to do? And I said, there is nothing, in the sense of like, what other job would you want? And I said, nothing else interests me
Right.
to actually go work for somebody else. I'm already there. I'm already doing it. Why go hop somewhere else and then be kind of excited because I'm doing something different for a while and then kind of be back on that same hamster wheel of, well, that was fun for about a year. Now
Right.
I know everything, or now
Sometimes
I'm
not,
like,
sometimes not even a year, bro. Like sometimes it's
like
3 to 6 months. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And you're just like, well,
Especially if like you get in there and you conquer that shit real quick and you like become real good at your job real quick.
so I think for myself personally, and you might agree with this, being a creative person in the world that we live in is actually really hard.
It's incredibly difficult.
And to be even, I mean, just take this space, the gray space of what we're doing. I mean, to be honest, it's the only thing that I have holding on right now, you know, to something somewhat normal or keeping my sanity straight, is because it's so, this space that we're in is so creative. And I think as creative people, and I think for the mass majority, I think a lot of people are creative, but they suppress that creative side. And when people say they're not creative, I really tend to not believe that, in a sense of, it doesn't have to be music. It doesn't have to be painting.
Right.
It doesn't, you know, it could, being creative could be, it could be writing something. It could be it could be a multitude of things. And I think everybody has that
mechanic.
Has that
Right?
creative side
Like being
to
a
it.
great mechanic, and that's like what you love to do. And like, you know, like I envy people that can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because like you have people that can go out and build like full on engines from the ground up, from scratch.
Right.
Full on motors, full on cars, like that is creative in its own right. So just to add to your point, I think creative gets boxed into art, right?
Yeah.
And what we consider art, right?
Correct.
And art is normally tied to music, any type of visual art, right? So painting, now you have digital art, so movies, you know, anything that's considered out of the normal. It's not a regular job, like, you know what I mean? Like being a mechanic is a regular job, but being a great mechanic and making and building cars from the ground up, that's being creative. You know what I mean?
Right.
And or being a boss and owning a company that, you know, that provides food. Like that's being creative and how you do that. Like it's not just doing art, painting pictures, making music, doing movies, taking pictures, right? Being a model. That's not just art. There's being creative. You can be creative in so many facets of your life.
Right.
You know,
But don't you feel like, I mean, there are people that are doing, I'm not saying that there's not people that are doing what they love to do and stuff like that, but I think there is a vast majority of people that are not doing what they are really intended to do, because you get shoved, you get basically shoved into, I don't want to say category, but shoved into a certain, like, oh crap, I gotta put a roof over my head, I gotta get food, I have to, you know what I'm saying? And it becomes so your purpose almost kind of goes away, like you suppressed whatever your purpose actually is
all the time.
You know, it could be you know, being creative could be being a speaker. You know, you could be very, very well versed in giving public speaking and being a mentor to some, but you can't because you for what, I'm not saying you can't, but you haven't you haven't, or you get into like I said, you get a job because you gotta pay certain, or if you want a roof over your head, or you want food, you have to get some sort of income. And I also think that's, oh man, dude, there's so many thoughts when it comes to that. Like,
well, dive in though. Like, go in. If you're gonna go in, go in.
But
if we're gonna get in there, let's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but
because I if
like,
you don't go there, I'm gonna go there.
go there. I'll piggyback off of you.
We'll be.
I feel like I've been talking a lot.
No, you're fine. I was gonna let you chop. Because I wanted you to go where you were gonna go.
That monetary value.
Because monetary value has changed, especially over time, and especially in the times that we're in right now. The way we attack being creative, because from day one, everything's about money. Right. Everything, life is about money. That is the way that this world has been constructed, and especially in America, that's the way that we visualize success. Success in America, especially, is directly dependent upon monetary value to everybody, to most people, right? To our society. So from the gate, it's never about finding something that you love to do, right? It's about finding something that you're good at.
Right. Very good point.
Right?
Very good point.
It's about finding something that you're good at. And then
just because you're good at it doesn't mean that you love to do it.
Right. And then sometimes you don't even got to be good. You just be okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's about finding something that sticks, and then
I could really relate to that though. Personally with the job that I have, I find it very stale, very stagnant, very boring. Pick a word out of those.
Right.
Right. I'm good at that job. Right. I could do that shit with my eyes closed. I'm not trying to brag. It just is what it is, but it's just because I'm good at it doesn't mean it's what I'm supposed to do.
Exactly.
And then all I'm doing is feeding the company that I'm working for.
Exactly.
Which is fine. I understand there's companies and, but it's, there's so many thoughts about that. Like, especially the monetary value of, I think we've really gotten out of hand with putting a lot of value on money, and,
of course,
and it's stifling us as a species, as human creators of stuff, right? And kind of going back to what I was saying about helping each other and being kind of one with each other, right? And human beings, I find the purpose of what basically we're all, these top big companies, we're all working for them. In some sort of sense, we're all working for them in some sort of sense. There's really, other than that, you have a small business, right? But I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like we have it totally wrong. I don't think we're living the way we're supposed to live.
You could have a small business, right? And then when you go shopping, where does your dollar go?
That's what, yeah.
Does your dollar go back in a small business, or does it go back in the big? Where are you buying from? Are you going to Target, or are you going to boutique shop down the street? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Are you going to Albertsons, or are you going to your local, farmers market? You know what I'm saying? So that's where, when you say, yeah, we're still like, even if you're not working for them, you still working for them. Your dollar still provides, which is, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not sitting here saying that I don't shop there, but that's just the way it's.
We're all shoved into this machine.
Right.
We're all
new city gets created. What gets put, like we talked about this, what gets put there? Target. Walmart. Popeyes, Taco Bell, Carl's Jr., Ross. You know what I mean? Like, it's always, it's like, the only thing I don't have a problem with, and everybody knows this, like, pop a QT in there. That's cool. Like, always across America. Always across America. Pop a QT in a brand new city. You need this. Trust me. But other than that, it's like, see, for me, like, I would love if I could go down the street. Like, so the dope thing is, and you know this, so where I live, if you get right off the freeway, you drive into my house, right off the freeway, it's nothing but dirt right there. And on Saturday and Sunday, it's like 10 to 15 vendors on the side of the road.
That's what it was today. Yeah.
And I'm like, if I had some cash on me, I was finna stop in one of them ones where they sell the juices. Cause it was hot. I'm like, yo, a little, you know what I'm saying? A little agua fresca right now, bro. Sound good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, un sandía para mí. Gracias. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so, but like, I would love to see that in a shopping center. But you know what they're going to put there? A shopping center with Target, that. You know what I mean? Instead of putting like, that would be dope.
Right.
I would be in that bitch all the time. Like I'm ordering food from there. I'm ordering. They had the little homie selling power tools. They got the other dude selling trees. Another dude selling mat. It's like a little. I swear to y'all, bro.
Yes,
it's like a mini fucking swap meet.
It is
down the street every Saturday and Sunday, and it's getting bigger and bigger every week.
It is. This is probably the biggest I've seen.
Yeah, it was like 20
crazy.
people out in that bitch.
Yeah, there was a lot of people out there. And there was a lot of people walking around. I was like, man, it's 115.
Now,
what are you doing?
Yeah. That being said, from what I saw, they were practicing social. It wasn't crazy.
No, there wasn't like 1,000 people out there walking around. But there's some people out there shopping around. But like you said, though, they gave enough. Like usually, when it first started coming over here, it was only like 2 people out there. You know.
It's popping now,
but
bro.
now everybody's like, "Oh, this is the corner to be on."
That little strip is popping, bro. That's gonna be the one-stop shop. But what I'm saying is, I'd rather see that than see, these bigger companies come through and just drop. But it's hard. It's hard because people don't want to go explore. People are so used to like, oh, I can go to Target.
Again, we've been shoved into this machine of not that you have to, but it's so
not
readily.
You have to.
Right. No, go to Walmart. No, go to Target. No, go to Fry's. No, go to Safeway. No, you know, instead of having little setups where you see, like a local farmer's market, man, like those are dope, man.
Fire.
And we've just gotten so far away from the purpose and the point of us being here. I feel like we destroy this planet, which we've talked about on this podcast before. We're destroying each other, all for the mighty dollar.
I mean, it's really
and
really,
there's a lot more behind that, but
it's really sad, bro, because as you start to get older, and in your teenage years, and even a little bit younger than that, what adults start to tell you, and what I say, to my oldest daughter and to younger people that are around me is, you're preparing yourself to work. Like, you get 18 years if you're lucky. If you're real lucky, you get 22, right?
Right.
And then you work. And then you work for 40 years.
Yep.
If you're lucky, you get done in 40.
Right.
Some of us start at 16, like I did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some of us start at 18. Some of us start at 20, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But once you start, you don't stop. And that's your life. That's 8 hours. It's 24 hours in a day.
Right.
But it's really like out of.
Well, yeah, you're sleeping 7.
Out of your right.
You're sleeping 6, 7, 8 hours a night.
Right. And if you're on that type of schedule, maybe you're sleeping 4, but you're still working crazy.
Right.
And a lot of us are working for shit that we don't care about.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I pulled a 12-hour day yesterday, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
Right. And it's
why? I mean, I did it because it's covered for someone, but
that's
still,
the thing.
it's
That sucks is that we've gotten so far away from. And it's funny, like when you talk about the pandemic, and you have companies finally saying, we're going to close on these certain holidays that they haven't closed.
Right.
Remember?
Yes.
Remember back in it, like when we were kids.
Oh yeah.
Shit was closed, bro.
There was nothing open, man.
Shit was closed.
Not a damn.
If you didn't get it on Thursday, if you didn't get it on Wednesday, you couldn't get it on Thursday.
On Thanksgiving, right?
You know what I'm saying?
And
if you didn't get it on Sunday, you couldn't get it on Monday. It just was what it was. Shit was closed.
Right.
Now with the pandemic, everybody want to be nice. Well, you know, for our employees and for the safety, we're gonna start closing holidays.
Right.
Y'all should have been closed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Except for they got $ for eyeballs, man. You know?
And we should be closed a lot more holidays, to be honest with you. Because that's the thing. Give people time.
Right.
To be, you know what I mean?
So I propose another question of like how do we get back our point and purpose of life?
We can't.
And my only
sorry, I didn't know there was a two-part.
No, well,
Go
I
ahead.
have an unpopular opinion.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, don't do this.
I'm going to say I don't care. Doesn't matter. It just
Well, because you Zeke the prophet, bro. So if you say it on here, this shit might fuck around. And be
I didn't
real.
say what if. Isn't it what a what if? Is that the prophet? My prophet is if I say a what if.
I don't know, bro. At this point, well, go ahead.
Seriously though,
Go ahead.
seriously though, yeah, again, unpopular opinion. I'm sure. Please leave your comments below. Yell at me if you want. I've said it before actually on this show, and I've said it about the police system, and I believe everything should be tore down and start over again. And that is a very unpopular opinion. And because people are people are in that hamster wheel of, and they're okay with the way that is. There's a lot of people that are okay with that. You know, I wouldn't know. If I were to guess, it's probably split 50-50. I would imagine. I don't know. It's hard to tell. There's no real way to gauge that. Like if people are satisfied or, you know, because there's so many variables and stuff, but
yeah.
I mean, just like, again, the way we treat each other, the way we treat this planet, the only way for it, in my eyes, and I could be totally wrong, but I just tear it down, start over again.
Yeah, I feel like the only way things, just like with a lot of things that's going on in this world, and I mean specifically where we're at in America, I think something drastic would have to happen, you know, for us to change the way we operate and maneuver. You know, we talked about this last night, you know, talking about the pandemic and, you know, people talking about businesses hurting still and us just not being where we thought we would be at this point, right? And I told you, had we just taken a haymaker when everything started, had the country just shut down and just really, really shut down, you know what I'm saying? And taking a haymaker and got our asses kicked for a month as far as financially in the economy, right?
I'm so glad you brought that up, man, because I was really driving for you to get there, because you were the one who said that to me last night, and I really wanted you to bring up. I'm glad you did, because you're like, I'm tired of hearing about economic standards or economic crisis or economic this and that.
I'm tired.
And we're not caring about people.
Right.
Again,
we don't care about people. And so both are still suffering.
Of course. Because like you
said,
had
we just give a fuck about people in the beginning, there wouldn't be this much suffering on both ends still. Like, had we just did a countrywide lockdown look, we could have, and all we could have had to say is 2 weeks, we'll reassess. 2 weeks, we'll reassess. Right? That's all the fuck you got to say. Now, when we started putting dates on shit.
Right.
Well, we're going to be open by
May 1st.
Nah, you don't know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we would have just said, okay, do this, everybody hunkered down, everybody do da-da-da-da-da. You can only go here, here, and here. You know what I'm saying? You got to provide paperwork if you work for, essential businesses, blah, blah, blah. Like, if we just would have took the haymaker straight out the gate instead of taking these little jabs throughout the months where it's like, oh, we're going to open up. Well, we're not going to open up. Then we'd be okay. If we would have gave a fuck about people, the economy would have took a massive hit at once. And then after that, we could have started addressing the pandemic
right
as it is, and it started addressing the economy and slowly start to get back into it. Slowly start to reopen with strict requirements as to how we can do things, how we can assemble in places of business, yada, yada, yada. And where we would be today, I don't know. I'm assuming because I don't know, because it didn't happen. Right. I'm assuming that there'd be a lot more businesses that were at least fighting to stay open, right? Still had a chance. Small businesses, large businesses as well. And we'd be in we'd be in a way better shape right now.
Right.
But we gave a fuck way too much. We gave way too much of a fuck about, we got to get the economy back.
Right.
And we hadn't even really suffered at that point. We played
the wishy-washy game.
And as it is right now, it's motherfuckers still without jobs. So for them, then what?
Right.
So for them, then what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then what? And this motherfucker still losing their lives. So for them, then what? And that's a fact. I just told you somebody who works in the same company, not the same place that I work, but for the same company, just died 2 days ago.
Right.
In his 40s. Now, I know that may sound old to some of you motherfuckers. That ain't that old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In his 40s. Somebody had just talked to him on Tuesday or Wednesday. Sounded great. Died 2 days later. COVID. So this motherfucker's still losing their life. And for what?
Right. Exactly.
And for what?
For what? For what? For what purpose?
For what? So who's who's winning?
But I don't know who's winning. And that, and that's actually another point too is, and I think obviously there's again a multitude of reasons why I think we're seeing such a crazy divide with people, right? Because we're being fed wishy-washy information on a continual basis, right? Of, oh, we're going to hunker down for a little bit, but we're going to open this and then wait, we're going to shut this back down. And then we get, the heat will kill it. No, the heat doesn't kill it. Then you just, we're playing this wishy-washy game. People are like, what the fuck? And then they start freaking out.
Right.
Everybody's freaking out. Everybody.
Well,
everybody's got like some sort of weird, I mean, I have not met really one person that has thought somewhat logically, because even myself, I'm throwing myself in there as well, because
me too, bro.
Because
we just talked about this yesterday.
What information is real, and what I mean, and I'm not. Listen, the COVID's real, right?
That's real.
That is
the only real thing we can say about it.
Information that I have that is real.
Fact.
That's it. That's all I got.
Fact.
That's all I know. Other than that, I don't know anything else, dude.
That's it.
Nothing else. I have no idea.
No.
And I don't think anybody else was. And shut up.
And it goes back to the point. The fucked up thing is because our priorities are so fucked up. We're in a rush to try to like move forward.
Again,
when we don't have information to move forward, and there's a rush for information to get information, right?
Yeah.
So as this information comes out, it's like boom, every day something's changing because we want information. So we need information so we can try to do this. We can try to do this. We want to do this. We want to do that. We want to move forward. Okay. If you don't do this, this won't happen. Or if you do this, this will happen. 2 days later. Well, actually, what we found out is if you do that, that's actually not the right thing to do.
Right. You're
well,
like,
motherfucker, we've been doing this for 2 days. Or on the other side, see, I told them motherfuckers.
Right.
I told them, don't do that shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So everybody's wrong, and everybody's wrong.
Right. Yeah, well, it's just complete chaos.
I just err on the side of precaution. That's what I do.
And so that's why that question and I think that's why we actually brought it up to each other last week. Is, man, what's the purpose of all this shit?
What's the point of all this shit, bro?
Because to what mean? Well, I don't even understand. I don't understand to what means and what point. What and not politician wise, right? You have that, but then all the way down the line, right?
Right.
And you're like, what is happening? What is going on? Everything's spinning. That's why I say tear this fucking shit. Tear it down. Let's start over again.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Redo.
Yeah.
I want to redo.
I mean, I
want to redo. And I knew, you know
necessarily-
what? And it would suck. It'd be painful. It would not be fun to go through. But what is it any different than what we're going through right now?
Yeah, facts.
So, I mean, that's just my point of view.
Yeah,
And
I
it
don't
sounds
disagree
super negative.
with you.
It sounds super negative, but in my head, when I process that information, I see such a bright and colorful future
Yeah.
after all the shit's tore down and you built.
Well, you gotta
fantastic.
think about it, bro. We standing on like things have changed over the years, but we standing on foundations that are
Again, going back to our
centuries old, bro.
Again, go back and listen to our foundations podcast. We've built this world. This world is built on quicksand.
Right.
It's straight up quicksand.
Right.
What are we doing? We treat each other like shit.
Right.
We don't give a fuck about anybody. We tear up this planet like because
crazy.
we want to get fucking diamonds out of the
Like
damn earth.
crazy.
Who
Right.
cares? Why we digging and why we digging at holes to get oil out? I mean, there's so many different options. It's
Yo, this
all
was crazy, bro.
money
Like,
based,
this
dude.
is
What's
crazy,
the point
bro.
and purpose of it? What's to what ends and to
your
what
point.
means?
To your point, man. But well, to what ends and what means. A lot of it at the top end is always power. If you have the resources, you have power.
But at the end of the day, you're at this point. It almost seems like your grandchild or your child ain't gonna have a damn future anymore.
That's quite possible. But
I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying either way. I mean, but go ahead, man. Sorry,
nah, you're good.
I went on a little rant.
Nah, you're good. But to your point, I was thinking about, like, ironically, I was like, yo, we buy water.
Straight up.
We buy water.
Yeah. What's that? What was that movie? It was an animated movie where they sold clean air in a can. Do you remember that? It was an animated movie, like it might have been like Zootopia or something. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
No,
what it
I think it was Cloudy with it.
I can't remember what it was, but
No,
remember it was
no,
like
no.
they actually sold clean air in a can.
No,
Where you pop it open and you like.
It was a Dr. Seuss movie, bro.
I
just watched it. Fuck, I can't remember.
You know what I'm talking about?
I literally just watched the movie like 2 weeks ago with my daughter.
But realistically, couldn't you see that happening?
Yeah.
Like, oh, the air's so fucked up. Here's a
They didn't
buy
want
for $1.
the
Buy
little
some
dude,
clean
the little
air.
homie didn't want no trees, bro. He had a whole city. He had a whole city, bro. Like they had, yeah, that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy.
So you're right. We buy water, right?
We buy water,
when
bro.
water comes out of a tap for free.
We buy water
Next is gonna we buy air to breathe because it's clean and fresh.
because it's clean and fresh, right?
So fresh and so clean.
Hey, by the way, speaking of that, go watch that documentary we talked about with
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they do a whole thing on water and like how you should actually have water. Like it shouldn't be purified water. Like you need the minerals and
Right.
like that shit was crazy. I was like, that shit was crazy. I was like, damn. I was like, maybe that's why Arrowhead tastes so nasty because it has fucking minerals in it.
It's got the minerals in it
Yeah,
that
it's
you
got
need.
minerals and shit.
It's
like,
got the vitamins that you need
right,
to
like
live.
Arrowhead's actually really good for you, but it
Right.
tastes like crap and shit. Oh,
It's
man.
that natural mountain spring water.
That would be fucking hilarious if, like, we found out that the key to health was Arrowhead water, bro. Could you imagine? Like, not Dasani,
shit,
bro.
you're right.
Not Smart Water.
Right.
Not Essentia. You know what I'm saying? Because the big thing is Essentia, alkalized water.
Right.
if like, what if there's a motherfucker that's 100 that's as old as the heat out here, was 118, right? What if a motherfucker 118 and they said, what's the secret to you living so long? And he said, I drank a whole gallon of Arrowhead water every day.
You that nasty ass shit.
You were like,
It's all
for what?
For all the minerals and shit. That's
And then you
in
look
it.
at the minerals, it's like, oh shit, that's why it tastes like crap. It's got natural fucking spring water fucking minerals in that shit.
Oh,
That's
man.
crazy.
Right?
I'm going to look that shit up, bro. I swear that'd be hilarious. Arrowhead's got the answers. Like, what?
That is a good documentary too, by the way. Yeah. Or little episodes
little
of
docu-series.
Because it's true, man. Like clean water's good, right?
Yeah, but it does nothing for you. I mean, it hydrates you.
I just mean clean water's good, like in the sense of clean water. Like you want clean water. You don't want dirty ass, people bathing sewage water to drink. That has all kinds of different minerals in it.
Yeah,
bacteria.
It's got some minerals. It's got some minerals. Some men like minerals. You know what I'm saying? Some minerals and some womenerals. You know what I'm saying? For real.
But honestly, man, like just makes a lot of sense in the fact that like the earth is in a sense its own purifying, like it going through the rocks or the sand or
right.
And then you pulling it out and you drinking it and you're like, because it's got all that good nutritious
all that good
stuff in there, man, that your body needs.
What they say, God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. You know what I mean?
So anyways, man,
yeah, back to the point.
We went there with the point and purpose. I don't have an answer. I just thought it might be an interesting conversation.
I think what we can try to do is definitely find, even if you don't find a way to do what you love professionally, find a way to do it as a hobby and find a way to do it regularly. I think we need that, and so
for sure,
if you're
again, just to keep your sanity, man, for sure.
Yeah.
But I have to say, so that's hard to do because sometimes it can
to do it regularly. Of course.
And look, you and I
we do this show once a week, and that's difficult.
And the privilege, though, that comes out of doing this show and our review show and what you heard is rewarding, even though we get no monetary value. Right. There's no money coming in from it.
Yeah, I'm about to put a Cash App thing for y'all too, man. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the description.
There you go.
And no, here's the thing. No, seriously, we are growing. We are trying to provide more content. Mm-hmm. This is every dollar that we get would be into getting new equipment. We're eventually trying to get a larger space. So I will leave our Cash App.
Yeah.
And I'll leave that in the description. And anything you guys send can help. Everything we do is literally out of our own pockets.
Right. All these cameras.
All these mics.
We got.
Mics. And you don't even see what's going on that side of the room. Like, there's a whole nother thing that I'm looking at.
Nobody else can see what's going on over there.
Nobody else can see what's going on all around the rest of the room. Like, there's equipment fucking everywhere. Every single thing that is in here was spent from our hard work, hard-earned money, which is fine. And we will continue to do that. But
of course,
if you guys want to help, I'll leave the Cash App.
And we've been talking about a whole bunch of different things, man.
And we basically, we want to try to create more content. It's hard for us to do so because we work. But we can work more on content.
Right.
And
oh man, we have so many good, interesting ideas we want to try and do different things.
And they will come.
Of course.
But with your guys' help. they'll come a hell of a lot faster.
The audio listeners, when we just pause like that, are probably like, "What the hell was that pause for?"
Right.
You got to go watch the video now and see the pause
Right.
because we looked at about 3 different cameras.
Right. I'm like a fucking not a split screen. It's gonna be a split screen. It's gonna look like a Zoom.
You know what? Shout out to you, man. I gotta give shout out to DB over here, Mr. Dre Bobby. If you guys are watching this and you see the edits, this man right here does some amazing, fantastic work. Kind of also, it's a you and me show. You know, that's it. We edit, we film, we do everything. We make sure the audio sounds as good as crisp as it can be. We're a one-man show or a two-man show. There's nothing else, you know, besides what we're doing here. And I have to give props because the editing on this show, like, go back to our very first one. Yeah. Go back to our very first one. I can't even remember what the name of that one was. It might have been mental health, actually.
Yeah, I think
that might have been the very first video that we did. The video quality sucked.
Yeah.
We had one camera. The audio was probably a little bit off in that video. I don't remember. I don't
even think if it was, you could notice it because the
video
sucked so bad. You couldn't even see our mouse moving. You just seen heads like this bobbling everywhere and shit. You know what I mean?
But no, man, shout out to you, man, because dude, just coming a long way. I know you're working on new things to bring to the show, like just little different titles and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, man, we're learning these programs
straight up, bro. I'm straight up learning how to be a video editor.
Right. You're learning Premiere. I'm learning
at 33 years old.
I'm learning Final Cut Pro. Right. You know, we're both using 2 different programs. They work fairly similar, but you know, we're doing this stuff ourselves, man. Yeah. And so all I'm saying is every little bit helps for us.
Yes.
We definitely want to make more content for you guys. Like so much content. Yeah. We have so many ideas.
Cartoons.
We talk about ideas. We got all kinds of stuff, you know, that we could do.
Yeah.
That we would love to try to do and see what pans out. And, you know, we'd love to give you guys more and more. But it's tough.
It's tough.
The way it is right now. I mean, 3 shows is tough.
And
technically,
mortgage got to get paid no matter what.
Right.
No matter what. No matter how many shows I'm doing.
Stupid ass point to this fucking hamster wheel is stupid. Right. I want this to be our hamster wheel.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the point and the goal of the Gray Space. So,
we'll get there.
Again, you guys have to tune in next week. I'm so pumped for next week, bro. Guys. We're finally getting guests on the Gray Space. It's something we've wanted to do.
Yeah, this actually was supposed to happen in
March. When the shit hit the fan.
Yeah, literally
hit the fan.
Shit hit the fan.
And we had to keep pushing back because, you know, we're all trying to be safe out here and be smart about this COVID stuff. And, you know, we feel like, okay, this might be a good time to get our friends from Fetty Bound Entertainment, you know.
Yeah, man. It's going to be
Track Vault. And
for those of you that don't know who these 2 gentlemen are,
you're gonna know who they are.
It's going to be an event. These are 2 of the most interesting gentlemen. They just so happen to be brothers and friends to us. But trust me, it will not. This is not the show you want to miss.
Yeah, you're not gonna want to miss.
This is going to be entertaining from Jump Street. I'm very excited for these 2 brothers too because they just been dropping dope shit. So again, next week we're going to be previewing somewhat, talking about Fetty Bound Entertainment, True, Goodry, Jay Dizzle, new album Independent, hosted by another good friend of mine, DJ John Blaze. Shout out to Blaze, the motherfucking talk of the town. You can catch him on Icon Radio, IKON Radio. So he does his thing. Shout out to Respect the Underground. Shout out to the whole squad. But yeah, I'm excited. Next week's gonna be Crazy.
I'm just excited, man. We're actually getting guests on here, man. We've been talking about this for a long time. It's actually coming.
I know.
Coming to it.
You actually called me yesterday and said, I don't think I want to do another episode without no guests. I'm tired of talking to you.
I'm done, man. I'm freaking done.
That motherfucker said, ho, ho, ho. I'm so tired of you. Oh, man.
There it is, everybody. There it is.
Bang, bang.
Make sure you guys subscribe to us, man. Hit that subscribe button. That helps us out a bunch. Also, hit that like button. That helps us out tremendously, too. If you guys don't know anything about YouTube, you probably hear it on other YouTube videos as well. It really helps us out. If you want to get notified, hit that little bell button. Ding-a-ling-ling-ling. I saw you in the corner of my eye, too, because I'm looking at it right here, man. And get notified all the content that we drop, everything new coming out. That's all I got, man. Stay safe, stay positive, everybody.
And as always, this is the Gray Space.